out of the back of the garage, so I think I want to run a separate line so I don't lose voltage. Instead of coming off of the receptacles that I've got going back there, I'm just going to run a separate wire all the way back and probably run a 12 gauge back there for it, just so nothing overheats.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Because it can't.
Yeah, well,
especially you start running the air conditioning.
Yeah.
In the summertime. This is where you hook up your dump hose.
Okay.
This just clips off. Just by turning it.
Yeah, let's see how that works.
Okay. Then you have your pole handles. It tells you right here gray, gray, and black.
Oh, okay. So you get two different gray water tanks, okay.
Yes, you got your galley, which is your kitchen. Then you have your bathroom with the shower and the sink. And then you have your toilet.
Oh, okay. So theoretically, you could dump these out on the ground and then dump that one.
Well, depending on where you're at, it's your private property. Then, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because basically it's just soap water.
That's good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now this is kind of an odd question, but do they make portable tanks that you can use to
Porta
dump?
potties, yes.
Because, well, what I'm talking about is we've got a clean out on our septic system, and I was wondering about a tank that I could dump it into, take a two-wheeler and wheel it over to the, and pour it into our septic system. Yep. Okay.
We do. We sell them actually up there.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, that's what I was thinking because, well, yeah, I mean, if we had guests over and they wanted to use the bathroom, right. I wouldn't have any way of getting it over to the septic system without just dumping it and taking it and
it has
dumping
wheels,
it.
so.
Yeah. Oh, it's got wheels on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking about it, just putting it on a, a two-wheeler and wheeling it over there. But that's cool. Okay.
Do you have does that go in that white thing that comes out of the ground?
Yeah.
The clean out
It's
that
a
goes
clean out,
in
yeah.
there? Oh, okay.
So it'll just be dumping it in there, and it'll be just like the rest of the septic stuff.
And so you're gonna have something that's. Do you have like a 4-wheeler or something like that? Okay. Because those things get really heavy.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was thinking that. But yeah, I do have a 4-wheeler.
I had one that was only this big. It was only like this, and like that, and it's only like this thick.
Because of the water.
I filled it up, at a dry spot, at the beach. Yeah. And I went to pick that up. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking, and I'm trying to lift it up. We're talking about hundreds of pounds.
Oh yeah.
So
you can't do that.
No,
but you can tow it though. So he's gonna tow it. So
okay.
Just fine. Your plug looks like that.
Okay. All right.
110 volt only. Don't let the electrician say, "Oh, that's a 220." No, it's not 220.
Okay, so
110 only.
And so, do you usually carry a pigtail if you want to plug into somebody's just regular outlet? Can you do that?
Oh yeah, we give you that.
Okay.
An adapter. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Well, so 110 only.
This is it.
Okay.
Power cord removable.
All right. That's a good time for a question here. I'm going to install a special outlet for this at the back of. We're going to park at the back of the garage, so I'm going to put in a new breaker just for it and run it to the back. What type of breaker? What kind of breaker do I need? A 30 amp?
30.
A 30 amp. Okay. Is there a special plug? What kind of plug should I use?
There's a special plug.
I'll be able to
You have 4 of them, one on each side, and it takes a 3/4 inch wrench.
Okay.
And that's your dump valve for your freshwater tank, that white thing.
Okay, is there a wrench included for that, or just any? Oh, okay. So there is like a crank, like a jack wrench type thing. Okay.
I would recommend a 18-volt drill and a 3/4 inch socket.
Okay.
Make it fast.
All right.
But see that gate valve over there?
Yep.
That's your freshwater drain.
Okay, now which one, the red or
The white.
the white? Okay.
Yeah, it's a pull
What's the
valve.
dump valve that you were talking
That's the dump valve.
about? Okay.
You pull it out, all the water comes out real fast.
Oh, okay. That's for the fresh water dump.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, got it.
The red lines is just overflow.
But even if you dump it, it still won't clean out all the lines. You still need to winterize.
Yeah, that's just the tank.
Okay, that's just the thing. Oh, that's to get rid of weight mainly.
Yeah.
Okay.
The red lines, those are overflow. In case
Okay.
you overfill it.
Oh, okay. Good.
Oh, it's in the rear. You got some low point drains in the rear too. So. Unless you do a lot of dry camping.
That's the battery in that gray.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a deep cycle battery.
Is there anything I need to do in the way of maintenance to it?
Well, it depends. What are you going to do for this winter?
It's going to be outside under a canopy.
Outside under the canopy? Is it going to be plugged in at all?
Yeah.
Maybe extension
Yeah,
cord?
it'll be plugged in. Yeah.
Okay. That'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
That'll keep the battery warm so it doesn't
Oh, okay.
freeze.
Yeah. No, I'm going to hook it up to power.
Okay, so
leave power on.
what if we didn't leave the power on?
Then you have to take the battery out.
Take it out and
yeah,
put
for
it.
how cold it's being,
Okay.
it could swell it up, you know, and cause it to bust
Okay. Okay.
inside. It doesn't usually typically burst on the outside.
Okay.
Electric jack, it's going to come real handy with the hitch.
Yep.
You have some lighting here to illuminate this area if you ever did it at night.
Okay.
Doesn't look like much now, but at nighttime.
Sure.
Underneath here are your LP tanks. Okay. This is your regulator. And well, we have the furnace on. This would typically be clear. This little window, it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
And clear would mean you're pressurized. Red means you're not, but since the furnace is on and taking so much propane, it has low pressure.
Oh, okay. And is there any kind of gauge? How do you know when they're running low, or
That's
they just run out?
They run out, yeah. So
Okay.
you can do one tank at a time by shutting off the other tank,
Oh, okay.
and that way you know how much you have left.
Oh, okay. So you just run one out, and then you know that you. So then you could probably fill them up one at a time if you had one that was partially full.
Yeah,
and
just
one.
make sure there's no gas leaking out of the valve when you pull it off.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if you had it in the middle, you're running on both of them. If you have it one side or the other, then that's the side you're running on. No, not really.
No, what happens is you're pointing out to one, and it runs off of that tank, and then if you have both valves open, it automatically switches over to this
okay.
once you run dry on this side.
Okay.
Or you just do one at a time,
Okay.
so you know how much propane you have.
He said that you guys would fill it up before we took it. So okay. Good.
Sort of armor all with UV protectant on it,
Ah, okay.
especially if it's when it's all the way rolled in, because that's like the worst area. It gets the
Okay.
sun, it gets the rain, the snow, sleet, hail.
So you just climb up on top there and do that, huh?
I don't know how you do it on top.
Well, you just get a ladder if you wanted
Oh,
to,
okay.
and just wipe the surface that the
Oh,
sun
okay.
hits
Oh, you mean after it's rolled up?
after it's rolled up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that whole thing. I'll
'Cause
never get that done.
That's pretty much the only thing that makes this go wrong. In other words,
Okay.
for peeling, delamination, cracks, rips, it's always right there
Oh, okay.
in the very beginning when it rains, which is okay because
Okay.
it just goes like this, dumps the water,
Huh.
pops right back up again.
Oh, okay.
Anything over 15 mile an hour winds, you'll want to put this away.
Okay.
It's still dangerous, but it does have a lot of flex to it. So if the wind starts to come, it'll flex up, it'll flex down.
Okay.
It gives a lot of play to it, so it's not so rigid. That's what's wrong with the old-fashioned style. They're rigid, so it just wants to break
Ah,
it
okay.
right off. This does have a little flat that comes down, just kind of tucked up there right now.
Oh, okay. It's just flipped over.
Yeah, it's just stuck to itself.
Why it's still
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't have. Okay. All right.
Drain for the sink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.